What's up, everybody out there? It's your boy Jabon Stunner coming to you tonight with another midnight release unboxing, and it is just after Halloween. It's about 12:28 Eastern Time, and I decided to go ahead and go to the midnight release at my local GameStop and pick up my collector's edition of Drake's Fortune. And as you can see, just to give you some perspective, this is my hand. Drake is actually on the box bigger than my hand. So this is a very big box, even bigger than the Batman box. Some more perspective. This is my DVD burner, and it fits. I mean, there's no compare. This is a huge box, huge, like a shoe box for size 12 or something. But here's the box. Let's talk about it for a minute. It's got the 3D logo. It's got a nice black and white of Drake. It says Uncharted 3 Deception, Drake's Deception Collector's Edition. On the side, it's got an action shot of Drake. What looks like a 45 caliber pistol. And on the back, we finally get some color, and it explains what all we have in the box. So I'm going to tilt up so we can zoom in, and we're going to talk about what's in the box here. What we have in the box is, as you'll see, first and foremost, is a statue of Drake. Here, we hope to see there's going to be some sort of ring or necklace, which should be cool. Some sort of steel book, and some sort of traveling chest here, whatever that is. There's supposed to be a lot of stuff in here. I'm extremely stoked about this game. I bought the first two Drake's Fortune games, and man, were they a blast. So without further ado, let's get to opening and see what we have in the box. Somebody made a comment on my video when I decided not to get Battlefield that my unboxing sucked because all I do is take the wrapping off the box and take the packaging off, and I'm like, dumb shit, what am I supposed to do? I mean, it's an unboxing. The only thing I can do is take the shit out of the box. there's really not much more I can do. You know, I digress. Let me show you inside the box. Let me go get my light so that you can really take a look and see what's going on in here before I pull this out. Alright, so this is inside the box, and there's a little case that you can see, and it's got some little foam around it. So I'm going to pull back out so I can take all this stuff out of here and you can see what I'm doing. I left my knife open because I may need it again. Oh, okay. The box is empty. Everything was inside inside his treasure chest, I guess. So let's get down to business, shall we? We're going to take this, and I like to keep all this stuff in perfect shape, mostly because I'm a weirdo, but just in case I ever resell or do anything else, I like to have all this stuff in shape. This little chest is, you know, you pay $100 for this, let me say that, so it's not bad for what you get, but, you know, it's made out of, like, cardboard, but it's, you know, pretty good quality cardboard. And just to give you an example of a reference point, rather, there's an iPhone on the case, so yeah, it is big. So let me stop BSing y'all and open it up and see what you get. There's the Nathan Drake statue. Here, I'm sure, is the game in this tin. We'll get to that. And there's two little compartments here that hopefully you can see. Come here. And it looks pretty cool. Let me adjust my height a little bit so I'm not shooting so down. Alright, much better. Alright, now we'll see what we have here, which is Drake and all his goodness. We've got the game, we've got Drake, we've got two compartments. In compartment number 1, we've got a belt buckle, and it is some sort of metal. and it's either it's an Indianapolis Colts or it's a horseshoe. I'm gonna hope it's a horseshoe, and it's got some sort of velvet feel to it, you know. Neat. This will probably stay in the box forever because I don't wear belt buckles unless they're polo or Lacoste, but that's just my preference. I'm not a name brand whore. Alright, what else we've got here is some more of the velveteen rub. And you've got like a little ring necklace, and it's got some stuff on it here. It's a Magna Sick Parvis. So please comment and tell me what that means if you like know, because I have no idea, but it's right on the ring, and it's also metal. Cheap metal, but metal all the same. And there's a little necklace piece that'll probably stay here also. And this was made on August the 28th of this year. So there's absolutely no value in case you want to take this to the pawn shop and, you know, get your, if you want to like rob me for it and take it to the pawn shop to get your meth or whatever, you will get nothing at the pawn shop. It is not ancient, it just looks that way. So, god damn, can I get, I'm just a little bit retarded. Make sure I get these shelves back in. One shelf's back. Let's go for two. Shelf number 2 is back and it fits really tight and neat. Now let's take Nate out. It looks like a Ken doll, but this thing's actually pretty heavy. Let's sit this in the background. You know what? Before I put these back in, let's talk about what all you get. I love to do that little full display deal so you guys can see everything. And we're gonna do it again. And just bear with me. I'm just trying to, you know, make this shit. We'll do it this way. Make this a cool unboxing, since people say, or one person said, I only take stuff out of the box. Let's talk about Nathan for a minute. Knew I might need my knife again, and what do you know? Piece of tape, but he could not stand me. Alright, now the coolest thing about this whole case of packaging is there is an AK right here that goes in his hand, which I think is classic. So we'll take that out. We'll put the casing back in once we get Nathan out. Nate is just standing there like, I'm too sexy. That's a no homo statement, by the way. But he cannot stand. Well, I guess he can kind of stand if you look at the table, but he'll fall because he's only on half a foot, so he's kind of drunk standing. So there's a choke warning on the bottom for all you folks out there that want to try to eat Drake. We don't need that because I'm not going to try anything risque. I'm going to mount him to the little peg. He's mounted. Here's his little ammo belt clip. Let's zoom in so you can see. This is actually some cool shit. Well, you can see the details pretty good here. He's got his little scarf and it moves. Go figure. So his scarf moves, this moves, his leg kind of moves. His arms don't move, which is a drag, and that gun doesn't come off. But if you look, it says Uncharted 3 Collector's Edition, and this is a pretty cool statue. Not as cool as Batman, but you know, cool. And he's got his gun here, which I assume goes in this hand because it's ready for holding the gun. Let me just check to make sure. Yep. What do you know? There it is on the box. There it is in real life. Meet the Drake's twins. Hi, I'm Drake. I'm Drake too. But there you go. Alright, let me put this back together real quick so I can put it back in the box. And for all of y'all folks that wonder what I do with these figurines, I'm gonna tell you. Shit, is that right? I guess so. I take these figurines and I put them in my office at work, and when people come by, they always are intrigued because I add figurines all the time. I've got like He-Mans and shit like that, and everybody just really digs it because, you know, I'm not saying that, you know, just because you're a professional doesn't mean you can't have fun. So don't ever live your life that way. That's kind of gay. Alright, so we got Drake out of the way. Let's talk about this. It's got that same ring on the front, and it's got a date inside apparently. Holy shit, so does mine. Go figure. And it's got a little puzzle looking thing on the back. We're gonna open this guy up. I didn't know if it was 10 or not. That's why I didn't want to use my knife. And right now, it is 10, but it's like a cheap 10. It's not like the same kind of 10 that was on Batman and on Black Ops and on Fate of Two Worlds, Marvel's Capcom 3. It's almost like a plasticky 10 feel. And I can't, it's hard to say what that feels like, but it just feels kind of odd. The case, though, is sturdy. We'll open it up. Voila. Drake's Uncharted 3, The Deception. And there is, let's see what we got here. There's a picture. Let's take this out for a minute so we can talk about it. There's a landscape here of, which you really can't see. It's like the desert kinda, and it's got Drake with his pistol drawn in the background, which is pretty cool. I mean, I guess. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Inside, there's a code to play Starhawk multiplayer, whatever that is. Hadn't checked it out yet. And then there's a very short book. I already know how to play Drake's. What is this? There's an online pass on the back. I was like, what in the hell is that? So I can play online. That's about it. The book is super small, and there's just not a lot going on here. So yeah, there's the game. Not as stoked as I was for Batman, I will say, and it's only because I already know the expectations of this game, and I knew what to expect. So it was like, you know, knowing you're going to get a Ferrari and going to get a Ferrari versus thinking you're going to go get a Honda Civic and get a Ferrari, which is the case with Batman. But this is pretty fucking cool. Let me give you another look with everything so you can just kind of see where I'm at and see what all you got. You didn't get quite as much as you got with Batman, but I mean, this wasn't a bad buy either. If you look, you've got the game case. Gotcha. You've got your ring. You've got your Indianapolis Colts belt buckle. You've got Drake himself, which is holding the AK, which is pretty badass. Great little figurine. And the coolest thing to me that I got with the whole kit is this little, this little box. Even though it's like cardboard, I can still like use it for decorations or something. So maybe store my change in one of these two drawers. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Anyway, that's the unboxing. I hope I did a better job, asshole. You know who you are. Who come in and said my unboxings, I just take stuff out of the box and don't talk about them. And in case you cared, here is the box it all came in, which shows you everything I just showed you, except wide open real life. You know what I'm gonna do next? I'm gonna put the game in. I'm gonna record a little bit of gameplay, tell you what I think about initial graphics and the initial story, and I'm gonna get to it. I hope you liked this video. Subscribe if you did. If not, let me know how I failed you. Ichiban out.